Welcome, YouTubers and subscribers. Welcome to my channel. This is Speedster Johnny. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Although the road may be familiar, it's Route 95 in Tennessee and one of my favorite rides. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about some of the other things I like to do or have done. And I'll bet a lot of you have experiences that are way different from riding bikes and trikes and so forth. I want to hit some of the high points of things that have happened to me over the years. Share my experiences. Some of it's going back a whole lot of years. Years I wish I had back. But anyway, ride along with me and enjoy. I'm breaking out here on a fairly nice day. We've had a lot of rain over the last few weeks, and I understand we've got more coming. On this particular ride, I one time came down this way and actually had to turn around because the road was flooded out. So I don't know for certain that it won't be this time, but we'll just have to see. I live in a small semi-retirement community in East Tennessee called Tellico Village. It's an unincorporated area, which is kind of great because our taxes are probably half what they are in other incorporated areas where you have to pay city and county taxes both, which is certainly advantageous. At times in the past, when the question of incorporating or not come up, I think that the resounding no was primarily because of the fact that we all enjoy living without high property taxes. Tellico Village came as a result of flooding the Tennessee River and creating a lake called Tellico Lake, naturally. And before it was family farms, it was actually Cherokee land. So it has quite an extensive history. But the lake is really nice. We have an active group of people that fish here. I have enjoyed the lake on several occasions. The best way you can is on somebody else's boat. But sometimes you get the hankering to be out by yourself on your own watercraft. And that's where this comes in. It's my little kayak. A lot of fun to get around the lake quietly and get close to nature. Really have enjoyed it over the years. But motoring along these two-lane country roads is pretty great too. I noticed that Great Rides has some great roads that he rides on, but you may have noticed that on one of his recent videos he likes to come down to the Smoky Mountain area pretty often, tries to get down here about 4 times a year. Maybe I can hook up with him again this year and do the Dragon or the Devil's Triangle or whatever strikes his fancy. There's a lot to pick from here, that's for sure. Perhaps you can leave a comment down below and tell me some of the things that you like to do. Some people are totally into motorcycling, almost to the exclusion of everything else. Well, I like it, but I don't think it's the only thing I like to do. I've been into riding motorcycles since about 1965, when I was in the service. I got a ride on somebody's Honda CB 150 Dream, I believe it was called. First ever ride. It was a lot of fun, and I recognized right away I had a lot to learn. And I've been through a number of bikes, but this was actually my first Harley Davidson. This is back in 1975. It's an FX 1200 Super Glide, and it was quite a beast. It was during the AMF days, so it had its share of issues. That's Sarah and I with my first Electroglide. It's a Shriner edition, 1982 model. Sarah's on a Honda Rebel 250. Great little bike. And there's my rocket ship, my Buell S3. It's the last motorcycle I think I ever bought. It's a 2000 model, and it was fast and fun. This beauty, which I've had since 1991, I guess I misspoke, 66 BSA Thunderbolt. Very much loved, and will be for sale soon. And missed. I like to think back on some of the bikes I've owned, the good times I've had with them, and the good times that are available for those that like to be in the wind. And that is definitely me. And I can still do it with my Can Am Spyder F3. I don't think in my wildest dreams I ever thought I'd wind up riding a three-wheeler. But, well, that two-wheeling thing is a thing of the past. As much as I would like to take that old Beezer out for a ride, I'm kind of afraid I'd dump it. And sheet metal parts for old bikes like that are pretty hard to find, and when you do, they're probably in pretty rough shape. And the Beezer is actually quite a beautiful bike. Won a lot of awards with it. But anyway, there's other things I've liked. Like one of my all-time favorite vehicles, which is a 1993 Jeep Wrangler. Loved that thing. Owned it for 7 years. Sold it for about, not enough. Then there's my little rocket ship, my little Porsche Cabriolet replica. Had that for 12 years, put 42,000 miles and lots of smiles on it. Like going up to Carlisle, Pennsylvania for the Import Kit Car Replicar Show. These are a couple of my buddies that they come from far and wide to participate in that event. And there's me, looking really happy with my little car at that same show. I guess you know why my nickname is Hoss. Yeah, Hoss. Got that? Well, we'll settle back for a few minutes and just enjoy the ride. Ride along with me. I'm having a great time. That's Mark Tracy, Born Twice. Pretty cool little ditty. What else we got going on? Lots of stuff in my life. Like a little volunteer work at the American Baptist Church's Historical Society in Atlanta. A little volunteer work there. Enjoyable week. Lots of great breakfasts. January of 2008, a half marathon at Walt Disney World. Looks like I was slimmed down a little for that. That was a great event. This is me and my pal Zoe. We wrote a book about her. Zoe helps a mystery dog find a home. Shameless little plug there, authorhouse.com. Great dog. And hell, there is such a place. It's got a post office. It's on Grand Cayman Island, where people go to hide their money or hide themselves. Interesting place.